Hey, what's up, guys? Alpha Squad, ladies. It's Taurus down there again, y'all, and this is that Go Hard or Go Home channel. All right, y'all. Today we're gonna be going hard about this right here. Um, Chivalry's dead. Chivalry is dead, and women killed it. All right. We're gonna go over a little bit first. I'm gonna let this lady right here do a couple of play this short real quick. We're gonna play this short and watch what this lady says because it's an argument for feminism. I think that guys need to understand kind of what feminism is, and then we're gonna go to the definition of chivalry, and I'm gonna show you exactly how everything that she just talked about kills that doggone definition. Okay, just murders it. All right. So before we get into that, if y'all haven't done it already, y'all get subscribed, hit like, do the shares. Make sure if you like the videos, if you think they're good information, hit like on them. So let's get into it, guys. Let's not waste too much time. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe and join Alpha Squad. But let's see what this lady has to say.
That's what I'm saying. I can be a CEO and a mother.
Right. See, this is what feminism used to be.
Because physiologically, men and women are different, sir. There is no debate about it. Equality is not about physics. Oh my God, this is so basic. We have to get into it. Okay, when we talk about equality and opportunity, we talk about cerebral opportunity. We're not saying I want to be able to be 200 pounds like a man and beat the shit out of somebody else. We're not saying that. We're saying you get the ability to get the job, to be the CEO, and nobody questions when you're driven at 50 and have 3 children, how you're managing it all. Don't question me. That's what.
Okay, so y'all heard what she said. This is the argument for feminism, right? They're not talking about they want to be 200 pounds like a man and be able to beat the shit out of somebody else. They're not saying that. What they're saying is, I want to be able to be the CEO of my company. And at 50 years old, I don't want nobody saying, well, how as a woman are you 50 years old with 3 kids and did you manage this? That's what they're saying. Now, here's the thing. Because most of these women that do this are usually single women that make it that far. Because if you're doing what a man does, you're probably not going to be attracted to a man. All right, most men don't want to see your wife because he's a CEO. If he's a CEO, he don't want to see your wife because he don't want to. She needs to be able to be home and stuff like that. Being a CEO is a lot of time. Okay. Basically, kind of what it boils down to is this one right here. When we see a guy who's a CEO at 50 years old and he's got 3 kids and they're all doing good in school, we know he's got a hell of a wife. All right. Somebody is there at that house taking care of everything and making sure everything is straight because he ain't got time to do that. All right? He got to be at the office making sure everything good. Is he doing that also for the family? Yes. But I just wanted to point that out there. They feel like they're being questioned, but you're not being questioned. It's just that if you're single, something's got to be a problem because you got 3 kids. A man can't do this by himself without a woman. In most cases, it's not going to work that way. All the so-called powerful guys that you know right now have a wife. They have a wife, or they got some kind of long-term girlfriend. If they got kids, is with her and A, B, and C. But just remember the argument, guys. The argument is that they want the same opportunity, A, B, and C, but not to be like physically as strong as you. All right? They're saying that. All right? Which that still kind of comes into a problem. But we're going to talk about that in this next one, okay? We're going to go to this definition of chivalry. All right? That lady right there was on the Ben Shapiro show. But we're going to go to this definition of chivalry, and we're going to take a look at it. All right? Now, the thing is, guys, this chivalry thing goes a long way back to the medieval times, all right? The medieval knightly system with its religious, moral, and social code, okay? And the combination of qualities expected of an ideal knight. This is where you have women saying, my knight in shining armor and stuff like this, because chivalry, they're expecting that, right? The expected qualities are of an ideal knight are especially courage, honor, courtesy, justice, and a readiness to help the weak. Notice that, a readiness to help the weak. While women are not talking about being 200 pounds and being able to beat the shit out of somebody else, because that's what she said she didn't want to be, she's not saying that. Being a CEO is almost kind of the same thing to men. I don't think they're understanding that. If you make it a certain level to the hierarchy system with guys, you're not going to be considered weak at all. So if you're a CEO, you're not weak. You definitely don't need help. You should have everything going on. And she said she didn't want them to be questioning her. I don't think they're questioning you. They're just asking, like, well, how do you maintain? Because we know if a man does this, he's got this. All right? This conversation thing that guys are saying that needs to be had between women, it got had way back when they said they didn't want this no more. Okay? The courage, honor, courtesy, justice, readiness to help the weak. All right? The readiness to help the weak thing, and that's why it seems like it's such a double-edged sword, because you can't be saying that you're strong and independent, but you're also weak. It doesn't work that way. All right? It don't work that way. So that's what's kind of caused this thing. That's what I say. That's where it got killed at. This was years ago. Guys are talking about we need to have a conversation with women. No, you don't. You don't. That's why I keep talking against the red pill channels, the MGTOW channels, the this and that, Manosphere, whatever channels. I even got a video with that guy, Rich Cooper. He talks against the red pill, say they fight too much amongst each other. It's too much babies because this situation is really a cut and dry one. It's something that happened a long time ago. Women started saying that we want these things, like what she just said. It needs you to be man things. All right? Something else I want to point out that's funny. They're saying that equality doesn't equal. And the lady said it herself. She said equality didn't equal being 200 pounds and able to beat the shit out of somebody else. Right? And that's funny to me that a woman said that, because if you take a 6'4", 200-pound man, if you take The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, and stand him beside Chris Rock, the comedian, women are going to tell you that one of them is a man and one of them is not. One of them is dominant and one of them is not. They're not going to look at the cerebral thing of both of these guys are millionaires. Actually, Chris Rock probably been a millionaire longer than The Rock. I don't know, or maybe they're right around that same. I don't know, but either way as it goes, they're not going to make that. They're going to look at somebody who's 6 foot something, 200 pounds, and can whoop somebody's ass, and they're going to call that strong. So it's kind of funny to me that you know what I'm saying, and that's why, like I say, like I watch some of these channels like the Fresh and Fit and all that stuff, and I see those guys that's charged up with energy. I'm trying to explain this to you, and they just don't get it. They just don't get it. It's not they don't get it. They understand, but the thing of it is they want to make. They know that they've killed Chivalry. They know they destroyed that. They know. They knew when they was asking for what they wanted with the whole we want to go to work, we want to do this, we want to do. They knew that was going to destroy Chivalry anyway. Because if you're going to help yourself, this is the main thing about this is you got a couple of personality traits like courage, honor, courtesy, and justice, and then you got something that's like a willingness, a readiness to help the weak. That's not really a personality trait. That's if you're ready, if you're going to be willing to do it or not. These other things have to do with people's feelings and how they act and stuff like that. But when you say I'm not weak, when you say I can help myself, you take away that readiness to help the weak. You take it away yourself. So they know they've done this. Women ain't dumb. That's why I keep saying this conversation don't need to be had. Women are not dumb. All right, they know that that's what happened. What I think is going on is that they keep trying to play a game because some of these guys, like I tell you, those communities that I just got done mentioning, they keep trying to push these things, this chivalry and stuff on women when they already have told you they don't want it. I don't need your courtesy. I can get the door myself. You see what I'm saying? I don't need you to help me. I'm not weak. And there's nothing wrong with that. Now, it becomes a problem when you put it into play because they really don't want it. They don't want that. They want to have the cake and eat it too in a lot of ways. But it's just not going to happen that way. If you've been watching these channels and stuff for a long time, especially if you've seen the Kevin Samuels guy, he kept telling them that for years. You telling them that the whole time the dude was alive. Hey, look, what y'all asking for, y'all already got rid of. Guys in that kind of position, the knights, these guys with especially that have courage, honor, courtesy, justice, and the readiness to help the weak, are probably not going to be with somebody who doesn't fit that. And you don't have to say you're weak. You just could play the role of doing, you know what I'm saying? Like the thing, just, your end of it. That's why I get the lady when she was saying, like, don't question me. But most guys know that, hey, look, if this dude's doing this by himself, he probably got a wife at the house. And then wondering how a single woman does it. But if you go look at all the stats and stuff, especially when I put down, like, in Cheaper to Leave Her, my video, Cheaper to Leave Her, and a lot of my other videos, go look at all them stats and stuff. You'll see why those guys make those decisions. Because in most cases, that's not what's good for the family. Now, she might have a husband that stays at home and does all that stuff. She didn't say that. But then again, that kind of gets played a different way in the society. So you gotta, you know what I'm saying, really look at it. But the goal of this video is to show you what chivalry was and how women destroyed it. Their argument of wanting equality, which that's not even equality. To me, it's not equality what she's asking for. It's not. You can run your own business and stuff like that. And if somebody's questioning that, I mean, guys get that all the time. There's always somebody, how you, we just don't worry about it. And I don't think that she was saying, don't question me about it. Maybe from two men, but they might just want to know how you're doing it. They might be respectful of what you're doing. But at the end of the day, their argument kills the chivalry thing. It destroys it. All the way by definition. I don't need your help. I don't need your courtesy. Okay? I don't need your courage. I don't need you to stand up for me. They say those things in the heat of this, in like the heat of it, like that they want those things still. But when you turn around and say, I'm going to take care of myself, you automatically get rid of that, all of that stuff. And I don't think that they understand that. But I think they understand it. I think they know. You got two kinds of women. You got women that are either still believing in stuff like this down here at the bottom, the chivalry and stuff like that, and they're gonna be a little bit different from women who are saying the things that we saw the woman in the video. So you really got two types. And we're gonna be getting into that the more we go into these videos. So y'all make sure y'all subscribe and join the Alpha Squad. Drop the comments, let me know what y'all be thinking. Ladies too, y'all can too. I've got some videos with ladies have commented on it, and I don't have a problem with that. It's just, I'm like, you shot yourself in the foot with this one. You stabbed this one. You killed this turkey on your own, and guys got to start understanding that. What we're going to be getting into next is, because women have this idea about chivalry and stuff like that, has it made protecting and providing for women into simping, like some of the other guys are saying. Has it done that? And in certain areas, yes. In certain areas, no. I'm telling you, you got the two kinds of women. We're going to get in that in another video. But it's going to be very basically, it's going to be the next one after this one. So y'all make sure y'all subscribe. But basically, if you're looking at it, somebody wants it and somebody don't. And if you're trying to give it to somebody that don't, well. So this was my take on that, y'all. We showed a video of a feminist. She said what she said. And we looked at the definition of chivalry. And we see that doesn't go along with it. Matter of fact, don't question me about it. That's part of that too, right there. You see justice, courage, all that stuff. Don't question me, like, you know what I'm saying. That's literally treating you like a bitch. And I say that, I don't mean that in the sense of women. I mean that like a punk, a loser. Don't question me about it. Seriously, you see. But God, that's where chivalry went. That's where it went. And a long time ago, man, hey, look, let me tell y'all something. This conversation, so-called conversation between men and women happened years ago. All right? Let me tell y'all something before I get out of here real quick. You don't see the top 10 or 20% guys even talking about that. Anybody that's talking about that with women directly is coming from the 80%. Because he's going to try to have to explain and this and that, when the guys in the top 10, top 20 already understand. Okay, y'all already got told years ago, we got told years ago that you don't want this, so I'm not going to try to give that to you, which is also a complaint that women have. We'll sit here and be beating this horse all doggone day if we keep talking about it, because y'all know the deal. But y'all drop the comments, let me know. Did women kill chivalry? Did they kill it? You see the definition. And you see what they're telling you. I don't need your courage. I get my own house and defend my own self. All right? I don't need your honor system. If I want to twerk and shake my ass in the middle of the damn street, I can do that too. I don't need your courtesy. I don't need you holding doors for me. I don't need you to come up to me trying to talk to me. I don't need you to be trying to make sure I'm good. I don't need that. I don't need your readiness to help the weak. I'm not weak. I can help myself. If y'all have not heard that coming from women, let me know. If you didn't hear it coming out of the other woman's mouth when we did the video, the short, let me know. But this is my opinion about it. Chivalry is dead, and women killed it. It's been Taurus Donnie, y'all. This is that Go Hard or Go Home channel. And we out of here on this one. All right? Peace.